update to our 8 on Your Side investigation, Trucking Trouble.
A shady trucking instructor busted for taking bribes and giving licenses to drivers who did not deserve them. Tonight, fallout for the legitimate drivers. These truck drivers did not do anything wrong. They just happened to have a shady examiner.
And now they have to pay hundreds of dollars to retake their driving test. After drivers contacted 8 on Your Side, we went to state officials to see if there was anything they could do to help. Investigator Shannon Bankin joins us, and you got some results today, didn't you?
Yes, but at first, the state officials, they didn't want to do anything to help these truckers. Their answer boiled down to just too bad. But I kept pushing, and now officials say they can help truckers who find these extra costs to be a hardship.
About 2,000 drivers paid thousands to get their licenses to drive big rigs.
You know, all the time and effort involved and the money and everything.
Now many face losing them. The problem? Their state tester. Clarence Davis was busted for taking bribes from a fake Orlando driving school to pass people who couldn't pass the test on their own. Now legitimate drivers who just happen to be tested by the same guy have to pay the price. Many of these truckers have been driving for years, but they must now take the test all over again, and it's not cheap.
I mean, a lot of money out of my pocket to retake the test, to retake the class. Money that I'm still paying on the first time already, and a lot of these guys are.
The test costs roughly $300. Extra money truckers like Matthew Lee simply don't have.
I mean, it's very difficult to live out here on this road. You got to think, you got to pay for 3 meals a day, all your drinks and everything else out of your pocket, and that cuts it down pretty quick.
Jose Perez is caught up in this mess. He got a legitimate passing grade on his driving test, but it happened to be given by that crooked tester.
I did my part, you know, so I feel that I should be able to keep my license.
Perez is fine with retaking the test, but thinks since he did nothing wrong, someone else should pay for it.
I shouldn't have to retake it and be charged, especially for a retake.
The Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles didn't agree.
So I want the state to step in and help them out with that money.
At first, they simply told us, too bad. So 8 on Your Side went on air to call out the state.
Because most of these folks did absolutely nothing wrong.
This seems ridiculous. I mean,
Well, guess what? After seeing our story, the state had a change of heart. Now they're offering to help on a case-by-case basis, which is good news for truckers.
Now, this does not mean that the state will waive fees for everyone, but officials told me they are willing to consider helping those who just can't afford this on their own, since it's clear that many of these folks didn't do anything to deserve this.
well, you said 2,000 people took this test, and if they had to take the classes and they had to pay for the test, I mean, it's a lot of money we're talking about here.
It is a lot of money, and it costs about $300 for them to take the test, but many of these people, they need to go back and take some refresher courses. I mean, think if you had to do your driver's test, your written test all over again, you might need to remind yourself some things. Those classes, they add up. That's hundreds more.
Yeah. All right. Shannon, thank you.
Thank you very much, Shannon.